training expert for Avolites, and today I'm going to be showing you the new Titan version 10 software. Okay, so one of the features for version 10 is that we've now added a set legend called Halo, which means that you can add a coloured border around your fixtures and your groups. And what this enables you to do is you can view your fixtures, especially if you've got a lot of them, much easier on your window and identify which group they belong to. Another feature for version 10 is that we have a resizable window. You have the option to resize any workspace window to the size that you would like, which enables you to have 4 windows on your console screen or on your screen at home. The next feature we have in version 10, which I think is actually probably the most exciting, is that we've teamed up with a visualizer company called Capture. And Capture now is in our consoles, so it's not the full version, but we have a slightly slimmed down version of the Capture visualizer, and that's fantastic because it's a lot better than the one we had before, and you can do a lot of different things with the fixtures on that as well. One of the other features for version 10 is you now have the option to undo. So if you think of it similar to a computer, you can have control and undo. You can now do this on our consoles. So you have a profile at the top of your screen. If you touch that profile, you'll have 20 steps back from your undo history, which is great. So say you wanted to undo something 5 steps back, you can tap on it, click on that, and it will do it 5 steps back. So that's probably one of my features, which is I'm really happy about, because it means if you do something by mistake, you don't have to go all the way back and redo it. The undo history goes up to 20 steps. You have got a redo history as well, so that is something else that you can do too. So we have an extra couple of directions for our keyframe shapes. So you have a few more directions than that, which means you have way more looks that you can do with that too. Another thing that we have is motion blur. So when we go into pixel mapping and you add an animation, if you go to motion blur, the motion blur is just a new feature that we have, and it just slightly softens the edges of your shape that you've added, for example, to your pixel mapper as well. We have another feature called tracking. So the tracking that we have is for the view shapes options. So I think previously in version 9 what we had was you can have your shapes, but they were tracked constantly globally through to your queue lists, but now you can just add a shape into your view shape option, and what that would do is it won't track it automatically, so you can just drop one in and then drop another one in, and you can change that accordingly, so you could have it for 1, 2, 3 queues if you want to. Little features like that which are quite good. We've got intensity view for version 10. So I know we've got a lot of different views, but with our intensity view, you can just click on it and you can view, say, 50 fixtures of the same group, and you can change all of their intensity in one go rather than having to individually tap on it. So that's one of the other features that we have. You've got the option for live shape editing. So if you've got a playback which has a shape, you can bring that fader up and you can include that into the programmer now. So you can actually edit that shape. So it's a really useful thing. It's just you can do it via Connect Queue, and you can edit that as well. One of the last features that we have is within your playback options. So your playback options, it's now in nice neat little columns. When you go into your playback options, you can now change certain things and you can filter certain things such as tracking in a queue. So you can do this in a queue list, and you can do it in one of your queues as well. And you can just filter those and you can save it onto your playback options window.